She wants to reconcile. I am not a heartbreaker, struggling with this. My wife and I have been separated for 8 months now. Early 30s, no kids. 4 months ago, I was pleading with her to come back to me and for us to make it work. She refused and in so many words expressed that she thought divorce was the best option. What drove us apart was a combination of very different visions for the future and a failed brunch swinging attempt by her that she would never admit to, but I had proof of. I reached this mental point of no return and realized that my self respect was a principle which I would not betray, no matter how much I love her. I resigned myself to the fact that long term, I had chosen poorly in my partner, had gotten married too young, and that she lacked the type of integrity. She's a cheater that I expect in a partner. We got along so well as friends, roommates, and travel partners, and I still care about her so much. But I also respect the man in the mirror and know that I can do better and deserve better. I never cheated, not once, ever. Doesn't make me husband of the century and I had my failures, but I also never disrespected our marriage like she did. Her betrayal killed me inside and I couldn't move past that. My battle now is that she has changed her tune to that of contrition and is begging for a second chance. She wants to atone for the wrongdoing she's done and says she's grown so much during our separation. She wants to be a great wife, take care of me, and be great to me. I had to break her heart and I did so gently, but I told her that it wasn't going to happen and that I was moving on. She is distraught. It's killing me. I feel horrible, like I'm throwing away what could be a defining point in our relationship where everything turns around for the better. But that voice inside me that is essentially my self respect and my gut instinct tells me to stay the course and end this. I believe in principles over feelings, and right now, I feel like she's drowning at sea and I'm too stubborn to throw her a lifesaver. I made so much progress after living in a pit of despair and depression months ago. I've dated seen how wonderful being single can be, and I'm making steady progress towards a bright future. How I do navigate this and stay the course? Seeing her again will undo all of my progress and I can't deal with any more pain. I just want to move forward, but I don't want her to live in despair. Maybe I'm too soft? Anybody who can offer wisdom would be a hero to me right now. Thank you. She left and came back. Update 2 years later. Hi guys. I came to the sub out of depression 2 years ago, and I have an update on my thoughts and feelings since then. I 24 male dated my ex 24 female from ages 13 to 21. 8th grade until college graduation. Let's call her Lily. Lily left me after she got into an Ivy League grad school in September 2016. See link to her original post above. I was in shock and in some ways still am. She starts contacting me again in early November 2016. I ignore. She showed up and announced at my apartment having driven 300 miles from her grad school to where I now live and work. She apologized and tried to reunite. I built up walls already and told her politely no thanks, despite desperately wishing we were still together. I was so broken and sad that her arrival at my apartment enhanced my fantasy that maybe we could work it out. After all, I spent my formative years loving this person and yearned for her. She was my whole world still. I called Lily and asked to meet again around Thanksgiving since we will both be back in our hometown. We met, and after I asked specifically, Lily admits she slept with someone. I replied that I'm not interested in reuniting. We both go home grieving. Having grown up with Lily's parents and loving them as my own, I get Lily's mother to confess separately to me that Lily tried to contact her prospective new plaything after they slept together and the new guy told her to get lost, confirming my hunch that I'm Lily's fallback plan. Lily never admitted this to me, but she did later admit that when she left, she had already been asked about by this new guy and that she wanted to say yes, so she dumped me. The pain is too much. I block her on everything. She tries to make contact several times, and I don't respond. My mother dies mid-January of 2017. When my father calls Lily's mother to share the news, Lily's mother tells my father that Lily is in a severe depression and has left grad school. I'm lonely and grieving and still in love with Lily, so I visit the day after my mother's funeral. By January, Lily has lost nearly 20 pounds. She was already thin and is borderline catatonic. I go back to my apartment 300 miles away as conflicted as ever. She is in so much pain. Maybe she loves me? Is the narrative that permeates my brain even today. I never took her back, but I never stopped yearning for her. It has been 2 years since all of this happened, and I still wonder if I made the right choice. I think I did, but I also have this tremendous amount of pessimism about people around me. I don't trust my judge of character anymore when I realize the girl I believed to be an angel can abandon me and then come back and try to use me. I've still never met anyone as beautiful as Lily, at least on the inside. Lily and I agreed to meet twice since then, and both times were extremely unpleasant. The first being a superficial show of who was more and moved on, and the second was me expressing regret over wishing I was a better man throughout the relationship. The ex ended up going back and completing grad school, graduating on time June 2018. I still haven't replaced the hole in my life where Lily was. I push away people because I know they will hurt me. If a girl like Lily can cut me so deeply, the kindest soul I have ever met, then everyone else surely will. I'm still lost, and for all I know she is too. I know what she did is completely selfish and gross, but it can't override all the good she did throughout my formative years. I am in no contact with Lily, but I love and miss her in my life. I'm wondering how to live life without her when even when I'm in bed with another woman, I miss the trust and level of connection I had with Lily. No one knows more about me. No one knows more about her.